Okay, so hopefully you've all had a go at this sales, dispatch, accounts and warehousing system context level. I'm just going to now talk you through the process of doing the context level so you can compare it to what you've done. I should say that there's no one way of doing it, so you might have called things slightly different names. If you have, that's fine. Okay, so let's start at the very top here. So a customer sends in an order for goods to the sales department. So as you can see here, I've started with our system in the middle, as we say we should do. So a customer sends in an order for goods to the sales department. Okay, so all we do in Visio here is just drag on the boxes we need. So a customer sends in an order, and I'll call that customer order. Next we have the customer details are checked and then authorization of credit is sought from the accounts department. Now this is actually happening within this box. So they send in their customer order, they check the customer details and ask for authorization of credit. So that's happening in here in this central box. So we could ignore that on our context level. Next we have, if this authorization is given, then the order is sent to the warehouse for processing. Again, that's happening within the business. The goods on the order are picked from the shelves and the stock levels on the stock file are adjusted. Again, it's happening within the business. Moving on to the next one. Once the goods have been picked and checked, they are sent to the dispatch department where they are parcelled up and sent to the customer with a delivery note. Okay, so we have some external flows there. So we'll say goods with delivery note. It says here a copy of the delivery note is sent to the accounts department. Obviously that's happening inside as well. So when the accounts department receive a copy of the delivery note, they use the information to produce an invoice for the customer, which they send by post. So we've got another flow there for the customer. You do have to play with these lines a little bit in Visio. So we'll call that one customer invoice. Oops. Customer invoice. Next we have when the warehouse need to order more stock, they send a purchase order to their suppliers. So just make a copy of that there. Change the name of it. We'll call that purchase order. So that's here. Copies of the purchase orders are sent to the accounts department. Again, that's happening within the system. So everything I'm saying here happens within the system we will actually show on our level 0 diagram. Finally, stock is received from the suppliers into the warehouse on a regular basis and is accompanied by a goods received note. So from the suppliers to the business. We'll call that new stock. A copy of all goods received notes are sent to accounts who use them to check any invoices that are sent from the suppliers, so we can assume there that they send an invoice. Supplier invoice for payment of stock. Okay, so again then we can assume that they send them an invoice and then we will pay them. So let's just move this one down here. payment for new stock. And that's it. So this should show you your context level for this scenario should look something similar to this. As I say, you may have chosen to call things slightly different names, but hopefully going through that step-by-step process to see how I've created it will help you have a go at the next one, which is your level 0.